Is Trump going to start a war in Venezuela?
Members of Congress were briefed yesterday that a war is coming.
President Trump says Venezuela is surrounded by the largest armada in South American history.
And the shock to them will be like nothing they have ever seen before.
I'm sorry, I come here very limited on fire and elevators. But Trump just went full nuclear. Well, okay, now Congress, quote, act of war. So for you, I am doing an emergency upload. I wasn't going to film today. It's going to take a day off. You know, like, remember when you do that? I think for me, it's been about 8 years. A naval blockade. This is what's happening right now. A naval blockade. And we're calling this an act of war. This as CBS News breaking President Trump orders a total and complete blockade. All right, so this is oil tankers. You guys know we've already hit them. We've acquired them. When Trump says fracking, he means like, oh, frack, get that tanker. But we need our oil. And actually, this is a congressman from Texas where there is oil. This guy's not looking very liked. Only 644 subscribers? So will you do me a favor? For me, come over here, click that button. Look what happens. Go make it do cool colors. Win-win. You feel good, I feel good. And who else is going to keep you up to date on terrorism? Terrorists. That is what Donald J. Trump is calling them. As Fox News says, Trump declares, quote, Venezuela regime a foreign terrorist organization. So now we have to go after Venezuela. And I guess we need to get back our stolen U.S. oil fields. Let's listen into Fox and see what exciting things politicians have to say.
Footage of the U.S. military's seizure of a Venezuelan vessel transporting sanctioned oil is, of course, raising new questions about not only the escalating conflict, but the motives and geopolitical implications, particularly when it comes to energy. Joining me now to discuss, Energy Secretary Chris Wright. Following the seizure of this oil, the president was asked what's going to happen to it, and he replied to that reporter, we'll keep it, I guess. So how much oil was on?
Okay, we'll just stop there. That is just one thing I like about the orange guy. We'll keep it. Yeah. My apologies for stopping the video. I just can't. Politicians, right? You're not going to get anything. Also, congratulations on the price of oil being down. That's called a recession. We'll call that a win, but then you leave out the recession part. So if you're trying to connect the dots on all of this, may God be with you. Number one, there's a reason we want Venezuela. I mean, they're too close to the Caribbean. When you guys vacation, China, Russia, you don't want them like asking to put oil on your back. So that is clearly your friend's job, to put oil on your back. And if you ever have your friend do that, put oil on your back, yes, you probably swing the bat both ways. Also, in regards to you tinfoil hatters saying, I know why we're going to war with Venezuela. It's because of the Epstein files. And you're probably right. For a war, you can't release these things. But come on, you really think, guys, what you're going to get is a white sheet of paper with a bunch of big black lines. Epstein files may finally come out this week, but could be missing details on high-profile friends, like, let's just say maybe Donald Trump. If you want my actual take on it, I think Trump's innocent-ish, is guilty when it comes to liking hot chicks. So check. Bill Gates, on the other hand, lock him up. Also, that is not a name I am allowed to say on the YouTube, so if you hear a bleep, you probably didn't. I'm too lazy. But can we just take a moment just to think there was an island that they flew children in on, that all these high-profile people just hung out, you know? What are the chances that no one gets arrested? I'll wait. This is the world that you are currently living in. From the sources that I have, they're saying it's go time. Friday, we'll see. My sources, not so good. Trump's not going to do this. Venezuela is completely surrounded by the largest armada assembled. My ADHD, I can't read. No, you do something like this, it's going down. Here it is, completely surrounded
By the largest armada in South American history. This is the military buildup in the Caribbean we've been talking about, and the president has been talking about a lot with these warships, drones, and tens of thousands of troops. The president now designated Venezuela as a terrorist organization and ordering a blockade of tankers carrying sanctioned oil as he continues to threaten land strikes any day now. News Nation's Libby Dean has more for us from the White House. And Libby, good morning to you. What comes next for Venezuela?
I need to chime in really quick. Yes, she is hot, beautiful, big eyes, big lips, but how are we going to make money from this? An act of war must mean our digits are going to go up. Right now, I know everyone's hurting. I mean, look at this. Look at this image. She's clearly hurting. And this is sad because that is a craft full of water. Water won't fix your problems. Only large amounts of poison, like ethanol. Look at this. Six-figure earners are living the illusion of affluence, big word, while working side hustles, skipping meals, and pretending Venmo's not working. You believe we live in a day and an age where 100,000, 200,000, these people are living paycheck to pay. I do like the side hustles, though. Just need to make a shat ton of money to survive. And guess what? Next year, you're going to need to make more. How about the year after that? Yep. Bravo, what do I need to do? Start businesses, trade equities. I know. Well, what business? Start a window washing company. Well, that's too hard. Okay, electrician, plumber, learn a trade, hire people to do it. Take the business, if you're an employee that you're working in, copy it. Maybe offer them some money. Say, hey, I would like to be the owner. How am I going to do that, Bravo? I don't have any money. Neither did I. I bought my first day spa. I had nothing. To someone, and I said, hey, loan me some money. I'll pay you back. Here, look, this is a balance sheet. Make sure you learn what a balance sheet is. And then I took out a loan from someone, and I said, I'll pay you back, and I owned it. And 3.5 years later, I flipped it, sold it, and lots of money. And with that money, buy more businesses or homes and put renters in it. Start new businesses and then more businesses, and you just keep doing that. My apologies when I jump, but like my chin hits Big Mike, and I'm like, oh, what you doing here, big black thing? Like this article, own assets or be left behind. If you are not buying assets, or if you don't know what an asset is, your life is over. That was one of the very first things that I taught my high school kids, my own kids. I own assets. Some of them actually listen to me, and they're doing very well. And I've told you many of stories. One of the kids, I don't think I've told you this, bought a Jersey Mike's, and then bought 2 and 3 and 4, right? And you just keep going. And then the other brother bought real estate, and 1 and 2, and I'm like, there you go. Funny thing is about Jersey Mike's, I like Jersey Mike's. I just went to a Dane Cook concert, and he roasted on Jersey Mike's. Also, Dane, you're not funny anymore. The guys you brought on, though, they were funny. And I like Jersey Mike's. The wealthiest of U.S. households. It's just, I got to zoom out a little bit. With $1 billion. Guess, if you're a billionaire, guess how you got it? You got it in real estate, business, and stocks. Then coming down, those with $100 million. Guess how they do it? 58 businesses, 10% equities. It's own business, trade equities. Then by comparison, households with net worth under 10 grand living at home. At that point, you're calling your vehicle an asset. Believe it or not, I know this sounds crazy, but everything that I say always comes to pass. Some point in the near future, people are going to be looking at a vehicle like a home, which will probably end up being a home, but it won't even be attainable. It'll be like, wow, remember the day that we can own a vehicle? For 2025, 2026, your goal, as soon as possible, start buying gold, start buying silver, Bitcoin. Buy low, sell high. Also, for those of you guys that just got wiped out, it looked like this. It went from, what were you guys just at in a few hours? 86,000? Oh my gosh, it's a bull market. Goes up, clears over 90,000. Goodbye. This is why I do not swing trade Bitcoin. This is where you have to learn patterns and levels. You would like to learn about it? 2 minutes. Jeez, that's it? How to do it? Step by step, my $1 million course. That's my job. I got to get you there. We have a ton of AI in it, and I teach you everything step by step. From swing trading, yes, I give you that. I give you patterns. I give you everything. I even teach you how to get in and get out. This is my student. He sent it to me this morning. He made $535.40 and explained all of his entries. Want to do that? $299. Look at this in one day. You paid off the course and then some. While you're scalping, trading, making your digits go up, holding assets, you can look at this and go, ha. Gotcha. So this is the one time I have been wrong on this channel, and you were right. I took profit, but still hold 25% of my silver. Sold 75. Again, made money, profit. You said profit to buy other assets that pay me every day. B of A short, worth $45 billion worth of silver. Average price is around 25 to 30. It's currently at 64. My question is, why are you short 45 billion worth of silver? Where'd you put it? When people want it, you got to give it to them. Also, my apologies if you don't have indicators. Have that minimum. Turn on indicators so you know, am I buying at the top or am I buying at the bottom? Over the last, I don't know how many days, I'm like, not a time to buy, not a time to buy. NASDAQ just moved 2% today. Look at that. I even measured it for you. Oh, and if you want to this is simple. Why is it so simple for me? Look, okay, when it goes purple, that's the top. You buy when it crosses this blue line. You make money down. It goes purple. Down. This is maybe a little glitch there. Goes down, purple. Up, you buy right there. This is swing. It swings up. It swings down. It swings up, purple. Take profit. It swings down. You could do this. This is on the daily. I do this. I turn it to the 2-minute, and I'm like, click, click. Walk away with a few $100. Right now, there is momentum to the downside, so your bounces are going to be brief. Here, watch. I'll show you. Look, purple, right? Oh, short it. Okay, purple. Long, purple, short, purple. Now, you see, it was just brief. You got it there. You're making your money. This is going to be brief. One candle close, right? You got to know it's momentum down right now. So it's like, beep, that's it. Get out. Short it on the way down. This move, just in a few minutes, you guys, look at this. 74 times 20. Do the math. I guess, I don't know, $1,400. Am I close? You just did the math. 1,480. So that, boom, 14. That's nice every day. Be happy, just a couple $100. You feel good, especially if you have a job and you have to deal with this unemployment rate, highest in forever. That's not true, Jay Bravo. Look, come on. Those with degrees, it's like, what is it, 25%? Or how about the kids that get out of high school, college, trying to get jobs? There is no trabajo. Also, you cannot be, okay, I'm gonna buy. No, you got to get in, get out, take profit. Then you just keep rents repeat, and then your stacks get bigger, and you get in, get out. Stack gets big. You can't be like investment managers. Do you guys know they're 100% exposure right now? This is really bad. Well, it's really good for me because there's going to be a lot of movement to the downside. Thank you very much, investment managers. The amount of bankruptcies I'm seeing, it's great. It's good to the downside. So when I say, start businesses, be careful too. There's risk. I believe this one, Roomba files for bankruptcy. I thought everything's good. I can't stand Roomba, so I'm okay that you guys, I spent more time cleaning that thing. I don't have carpet, because I don't like carpet. Even when I had carpet, it's like, that's the best you can do. If you've owned one, cleaning it. It's like, it's a, whoa, I can't move. Thing would get stuck on everything. So, sorry, bye Roomba. Back to stocks. Here's another thing. A correlation, not always causation. Households have more net worth than stocks because stock market only goes up than real estate. But whenever we hit these points, it actually is really bad for the stock market. See, this is going back to, this is 65. This is when it crosses here. This is 98. And now here, above my head, not good. But it's good if you trade once a week on the daily. Move your money on the daily. Okay, we're going down. Okay, we're going up. And there are so many things, too, that aren't even priced in. Like you take Japan. Watch Bitcoin, guys. There was a free money machine. This happens in 2 days. The spigot turns off. You have a lot going on, right? In 2 days. You got the Epstein files. You got Japan. You got Trump going to active war. The good news is you have me and you have your digits going up, and unless you're doing nothing, come on. I'll even let you just sit on the couch. You click with your mouth. And I just comboed like mouth and mouse. You're not going to click. Anyways, love you. See you tomorrow.